Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to learn about diversity in living organisms. Class 9th, chapter 5. Okay, to learn this, everyone look at, pay attention over here. This chapter is so lengthy, so we are going to complete this chapter by taking 4 sessions. Am I clear? Okay. Today, first topic is Corollas Linnaeus. She is the Swedish scientist. She discovered two kingdoms. Children, in that ninth class textbook, you have been seeing the kingdoms table. Sometimes our Corollas Linnaeus have discovered two, and Whittaker had prepared all the five kingdoms, and our Darwin have created one kingdom. So all have created two like one. They have created our all the five were discovered by our Whittaker kingdom. All the five kingdom were discovered by our Whittaker. He was the kingdom profiler, we can say. Okay, first before starting our topic, we are going to learn about what is diversity, what are species, how many species are there in the world. That we are going to learn now. Okay, so then today our Corollas Linnaeus before topping learning this topic, we are going to learn children in the previous class what we have learned children, our chapter 1, chapter 2 we have discovered, learned we have. Okay, now we are going to learn about species. What are species, children? Species definition nothing but children extremely important for the conservation of diversity. What are species, children? How many species are there in the world, children? Many species are there in the world, like children. How many in the world? Many organisms are there like that only, children. 1.1.9 millions of species are there in the earth. You can't imagine also, children, like that species are there in the world. Understand, children? Hmm. About 1.9 billion species have been named, yet it is estimated the total number of species may be anywhere from 3 to 100 million. Our scientists have told that. Okay, children, what is the meaning of classification? Classification is nothing but the arrangements of the organism into two or three subgroups. Like children, for example, you can take in the school, teachers make you three main groups. For excellent student, she make a group, and for average student she make a one group, and for a weak student she make a one group. Like that only our scientists had told that we are going to make the classification into three main subgroups, like the organism which doesn't have leaf stem, like that the organism shape is not proper, that like that the organism which is proper in name yet, that like that our scientists have discovered over here. Understand, children? Are you getting my point? At that only our scientists have discovered their features. Classification is based on similarities, children. Based on similarities and dissimilarities, classification helps to explain the unity of diversity. If children, teachers make you when a teacher gets to know these students can learn proper, these students can't learn, these students are average, she can understand that she has to improve which student carefully. Like that only our scientists get to know that how we are going to do about this topic. Our scientists discovered the three main group in this classification. Like that only our scientists told some organism will have some similarities, some dissimilarities. Like that, some plant we doesn't have stem, roots, shoots, anything, etc. Okay. Now we are going to learn about classification of living organism. Children, what is the classification of living organism, children? Classification of living organism nothing but taxonomy is the branch of biology dealing with the collection, identification, nomenclature, description, and classification of plants and animals. Our scientists told the classification is going to done by our five things. First is first collection, identification, nomenclature, description, classification of plants and animals. Understand children? Either it is male, either it is female, either it is a plant, either it is an animal, like that. Understand children? Okay. Now we are going to learn about Corolla Linnaeus. She is the father of taxonomy. She is the father of taxonomy, and she lives in Swedish. Is she discovered the two kingdoms? She was the first. She gave the first classification, children. She was the first who gave the classification first. Two. She have divided into two subgroups. She was the first children who gave the two kingdom children. She gave the organism first, and she told first will be plantia, that means plant, and animalia. She gave two kingdoms children. First she gave two kingdoms, and she told what she told children, these are the two kingdoms which are going to classify, and she told, she went away. Okay children, then our Whittaker came, many scientists came and discovered these things. Our next topic is children binomial nomenclature. We have told no our Corolla Linnaeus have told she has divided into three main subgroups, like that only children. Our binomial nomenclature children. Children, over here you can see the picture over here. What is it? Paddy children. Children, binomial nomenclature. They made the rule children for making the binomial nomenclature children. They made the rule children. Binomial nomenclature is how species are named. The name of a species is made by using two words, a genus name and a species name. Understand children? One is genus name and one is species name. Children, from we take a plant. This is plant, this is animalia. Plantia, animalia. Understand children? This is paddy plant children. She gave. Our genus name was what children? What is this children? Our genus of paddy is Oryza. Species Sativa. Children, whenever you give any name for binomial nomenclature for genus or species, whenever you write, genus should be in capital and species should be in small. Understand children? Whenever, otherwise the whole process is going to be wrong. Understand children? Scientists told these rules should be maintained properly, otherwise the whole process will be wrong. Understand children? Our next example is chimpanzees. Over here you can see the picture over here. These are the chimpanzees. Our genus name was Anthropithecus. Species name was Troglodytes. Understand children? Our next topic is hierarchy of classification. It is very important children. Children, in examination for essay 1, they are going to give for 1 mark children or 2 mark. They are going to give you these 3 names, and these 3 names they are going not good. You are going to fill this or 2 names, like that. Understand children? Essay 1 or essay 2 they are going to give children compulsory for 2 marks. Then now I am going to explain you each and everything of this hierarchy of table children. First life will come, then domain, then kingdom, then phylum, then class, then order, then family, then genus, then species. First, life you can take as life means nothing. Domain is nothing but the examination which are going to give like a hierarchy. Okay children. Kingdom includes phyla with common characters children. Understand children? Phylum, class with few common characters. Class, a group of related orders. Order, closely related families that resemble in major characters. Family, closely related genera like genus and species. Now genus, closely related to genus with certain resemblance. Species, all members with similar characters and can integrated and produce offspring. Species can offspring. Understand, children? They can give the birth. Okay, children. Understand, children? This topic, our whole process. Our next topic is Monera. Before learning about Monera, I am going to tell you some important things. Why this Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantia came. Children, before learning this topic, children, who gave this 5 kingdoms, children, first? Children, our R.H. Veticus gave the 5 kingdom first, children. He was a famous scientist and he gave 5 classifications, children. He gave 5 classifications. He was working on the classification, children. He gave exact 5 classifications, children, according the similarity, dissimilarities, identification, everything he gave. And he divided the classification into 5 groups, children. The 5 group were Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantia, one more Animalia. But Animalia is not needed important, children, for you all. Understand, children? Animalia you can say as most, children. Most example. I'll show you in the next class, children, on that. Okay, children. Monera. What's Monera, children? Monera. Children, Monera is nothing but it is a one cell organism. These cells have no membrane bound nucleus. They don't have no nucleus. Reproduce by splitting into 2. They split into 2 molecules. Absorb nutrients from outside the body. Then move with the help of locomotory organs like locomotion, children, like that. They are going to catch like that and they are going to split. Like octopus. How octopus moves, children? Like that only how octopus move. It's come closer and it's move. And comes closer and it's move. Our amoeba also like that only. Is going to capture its motion and look with the how they move, children, because of locomotory powers only, children. Like flagella, cilia. How flagella? Flagella over here. Cilia, what is it going to do? It's going to come with the splittions and going to go move away because of locomotory organs, children, like flagella, cilia, or hair-like structure present on them, children. Over here you can see, children, hair-like structure. These are the hair-like structure. Over here which they have. Understand, children? Some Moneras cause diseases, but organs are helpful to people, children. Understand? Example, bacteria, children. These major of organs comes under the group of Archaeobacteria, children. Asian bacteria present till date. Some species found in the hot spring comes under this Eubacteria, children. Understand, children? These bacteria. Our next topic is Protista, children. What is Protista? Protista, children. What is Protista? Children, Protista is nothing but, children, it is named as Protista or Protista also. Understand? Most in these, children, most are one celled, unicellular, children. You mean unicellular, you know? Unicellular, multicellular. These cells, you know, in the 9th class, in the first chapter, you have learned now. Unicellular, multicellular. Unicellular means one, multi means more. Uni means one cell organism, but some comes under this. Amoeba have one cell organism also. Our Paramecium has one cell, but Euglena has multi-cellular organisms. Cell, children. Understand? Cell have membrane around the nucleus, children. They have nucleus, children, inside there. Inside them, they have the nucleus. They have nucleus. Some get nutrients and energy by eating other organisms. Children, if you have amoeba, if we put food over here, how amoeba take its food, children? By the help of pseudopodiana, children. It is going to come with this, it is going to cover its whole part and it is going to enter itself. Understand, children? They live either solitary or in a colony, either in marine or in body parts. Some of them cell organelles are present inside the cell. These organelles are present in the human body or cells, children. Our cells, they may present. Mostly reproduce by splitting into binary fusion. Binary fusion is nothing but, children, how split into binary fusion, children. In the 10th class, you are going to learn about binary fusion. Children, don't worry about binary fusion, okay? Example: Paramecium, Amoeba, Algae, Euglena. Okay, next topic is fungi. Fungi name as mycota also, children. Children, in fungi, most are many cell. These are multicellular organisms, children. These are multicellular. They have multi-cell, children. Most cells are many cell multicellular and some are one cell organism. Our mushroom, children, eukaryotics with a well-defined prominent and head. You usually see them in the propping out on the ground or barks, trees during the summer rainy season. Our mushroom comes in rainy seasons. Our spores comes also in the rainy seasons. Our yeast. What is yeast, children? Yeast is nothing but, children, yeast is used in bread, cake, anything, in the pizza. In the pizza, cake, many usually use yeast, no, children? Making is yeast very important, children. They get nutrients and energy by observing, digesting the surface they live on through roots like structure with the fine thread parts on the body. They have fine. How they get the nutrients, children? On the whether they where they live, they get their nutrients. Like a plants, a mushroom, where the mushroom, children, over the ground only the mushrooms are going to comes. From there only they are going to get nutrients. Most of these reproduce by spores. Spores is nothing but, children, like that. They get spores inside and they reproduce it. From in their body, any gametes are there damage, they produce by our spores only. Examples are yeast, mushroom, bread mold, children. Bread mold is very important, children. In the 10th class, you'll be learning about bread mold experiment. Leeches, all are multicellular except yeast, children. Yeast is only multicellular. All are multicellular, but yeast is one cell organism. Okay, children. Our last topic is Plantia, children. By this, we are going to end our topic. Children, Plantia's differentiation of plant body and distinct component, children. Presence or absence of vascular tissue, children. What are vascular tissue, children? Vascular tissue. Vascular tissue is nothing but, children, xylem and phloem. What does xylem do? Water, and phloem do food. Ability to bear seeds. They have ability to bear seeds inside, children. Some mangoes have seeds, children. They have enclosed the seeds. Seeds are enclosed with fruits. Like our example of mango, children. Understand, children? By this, our topic is going to end, children. Tomorrow, I am going to explain you the classifications of plants, children. Listen, children. These are the classification of plants. In the next class, we are going to learn this. But now, no. Your homework is that to learn about Monera protesta. homework, learn about Monera and Protesta. Homework of 1st 9th 2020. These many class I could not take because physics class was going on. Okay, those is homework. In the next class we are going to learn about many topics. Next class I'm going to make you learn more. Hope you all understood. Thank you everyone. See you in the next class.